Good morning, and welcome back to Mandatory Motivation with the Master of the MetaVerse. Here we like to remind what free minds can do because you have to do something different if you want something different. First time viewers, please hit those likes and subscribe buttons. Don't miss out. And please help me pay it forward. Today, episode 29. All I want to do is a boom, 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 and a zoom, zoom.
F5 is a 20-year-old company that's got tens of thousands of customers.
We essentially make applications perform better through the world, either better in terms of performance or security.
So Zoom really came up when F5 Tower was announced, where we had about 4 different conferencing services, and our users were struggling to know which tool to use at what time.
We had a heck of a difficult time with other video conferencing solutions. They either were unstable or they were very difficult to use.
And Zoom was that one solution that filled all use cases.
When we started to roll Zoom out, started to add all of the additional features that Zoom could give us, it became really easy for us to move away from any other forms of video conferencing.
And so we started with a pilot of about 100 users. By the time the pilot was done, we had about 400 users on it. And so it was one of those situations where when the ball started to roll, it grew and grew, and it was very natural and organic.
We're opening new offices, we're installing Zoom technology in all of those new offices, but we're really driving through a cultural change where we interact on video. And we find that enables us to work much better from a global perspective. Having that video element of the communication is really very powerful.
Within the last year, we've deployed around 450 Zoom rooms globally. So whether you're in Singapore, if you're in India, you're in Seattle, there's going to be a Zoom room for you and you're going to know how to use it.
We have stand-up scrum rooms through our new facilities now, where teams of F5ers can interact with customers in a really innovative way. And we see that as really driving the next level of customer satisfaction for us.
This has solved pretty much a career-long nagging problem for me. Zoom is an absolute critical technology for us.
What I found great about that was, people are still in their office space using this tool. It's not truly meant for everybody just to be at home. As you can see, Zoom is involved with many different types of interactions, meetings, chat, with phone. What I like here is the on Zoom. Host online experiences that are easily monetized and scalable to new audiences. Okay, so I intend to use Zoom for whatever it is that I am doing here. But first, let's go back 30 years, to a movie scene, because all these companies are recruiting programmers and developers to improve this mixed reality experience. Now, there was a prediction a long time ago, back with this 1989 film. Other companies have tried, but they're not really doing as well. I think Zoom is picking this up.
Hello, in here, please.
Hey, the Big M. How's it hanging, McFly? Take a look at that little business proposal of mine?
I don't know, Needles.
What are you afraid of? If this thing works, it'll solve all your financial problems. Unless you want everyone in the division to think you're chicken.
Nobody calls me Chicken Needles. Nobody! Scan it. I'm in.
Thanks, McFly. I'll see you at the plant tomorrow.
Thank you for using AT&T.
Oh, Back to the Future, it was saying that this is going to happen. This was 30 years ago, right? And so please understand that when we used to watch this, our first impression of it was, get the freak out of here, right? Tech is forever changing and improving. 30 years ago, I was playing Atari and Nintendo. Now my son is playing Roblox and Oculus. Okay, 30 years ago, I was watching movies like this when they would show this technology. Get the freak out of here. And 30 years ago, here I am doing a Zoom presentation. And please excuse me, folks, I just finally found out after doing all these videos that you can turn your mic off while you're showing other videos. So more failures for everybody to see. I had my own prejudgments about Zoom. Okay, the last few years, no reason to explain why. I wasn't aware that I had several friends already utilizing it prior to as a coach to interact with players after hours, or trying to chase after and obtain their degrees. I underestimated Zoom and what they can do. Obviously, if you go to most places, you can see the trend is developers. They're trying to recruit the smartest programmers and developers to make this happen. Look at Zootopia here. Step through the portal of Zootopia 2022 to explore new dimensions. This is for developers. Will transport you to inspire realms in this highly curated and personalized experience. Diving deep beneath the surface, you'll explore the universe of Zoom's integrated platform and discover how it elevates your experience, bringing you closer to your vision, your work, and your world. Interesting stuff. This is why I'm interested not only to use it with my social media eventually. Once I figure all this out, can barely figure out to turn off the microphone and music on and off. So I'm still learning here, guys. Be patient. But I'm interested with Zoom to utilize it. I'm also interested as an investor. Right now it's $85 right now per share on the NASDAQ. Okay, our mission: make video communication frictionless and secure. Our vision: video communications empowering people to accomplish more. Our value: care, community, customers, company, teammates, selves. And our culture: delivering happiness. Excellent. And I had my own personal experience with Zoom as well. To tell you the truth, I ended up going back to school and getting myself lined up to get my degree as well. And I had to use Zoom to talk to a counselor that was younger than me this time, right? And just to be transparent, with some family therapy issues in certain situations, we've had to use Zoom. And I'm very, very grateful that we had that to utilize in hot moments. And so obviously I prefer to be there in person. Everybody prefers to be there in person. But when I've used Zoom for these particular situations, I still feel like the people that are involved, the people are there, the people that I'm interacting with, I can still feel their love. I can still feel whatever it is that they're sharing with me. And so all these companies are trying to improve this mixed reality. Okay, so all these companies, folks, because technology continues to improve, technology continues to change, and all of these companies have invested interest in the frontline technology solely for production and efficiency. Okay, so as a disclaimer, this is not financial advice. This is sharing is caring. But good old Graybeard has added Zoom to his Meta portfolio. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Until next time, peace be the journey, and one love.